How's it going today, guys? GAME-O-HOLIC here with another episode of the Retro Modern Pickups here on the GAME-O-HOLIC channel. We got a nice, big, decent-sized box of random looseness. Most of it's loose. Got a couple of CIBs. Let's check it out. First up on the list, we're going to get out of the way some of the unimportant sports games. Not going to show really any footage on these. And that's Sydney 2000 and Big Air. I want to do an Olympic game video, maybe in the future sometime. And AMF Bowling 2004, I didn't think anybody really cared about those. But this one looked interesting, and that is Championship Bowling. While it is not one of those hidden gem or super expensive games, I wasn't aware that there was actually any Xbox bowling games, to be honest. So I picked this up just for the sheer curiosity of how good or bad can this be? We'll eventually check it out. Also adding to the list, now I didn't know anything about this until after I bought it, and that is Iron and Blood. This is a Dungeons and Dragons game, fighting, for the original PS1. So now, again, I don't know a lot about this. I've seen that there are videos making fun of this game, but it's back in the days of Acclaim and Take-Two, so I'm not sure how good it could be, but eventually we'll check this one out. I'm not going to complain for around $2. Next up on the list, so now I own the entire series of this. This is Skate It for the Wii. Now, for those of you who've played the Skate series, I didn't know this until I looked it up. This actually takes place after 1, but before 2. So it is, you know, canonically part of the series. Again, for $1, I'm not going to complain. I didn't realize it was its own game, which is why I picked it up. Next up on the list, Viva Pinata Party Animals. Now, I know this is an Xbox 360 staple, but I never got around to playing this when it came out. While I have the Rare Replay collection, the Rare Replay, it's also a collection. I know this is on it, I just never got around to playing it. So now this gives me the opportunity to kind of try it out the way it was originally intended. So now the final 3 games we're adding to the list are not super heavy hitters, but interesting enough to keep towards the end. For the Xbox 360, it's loose, but it has value. And that is Batman Arkham Origins. Both discs are here. This is part of the Arkham franchise. This is the 3rd game in the series. So when this went up for auction for around $2, I said, what the fudge? I went and picked it up. I actually had credit to buy these, so I didn't pay anything. So if it's free, it's for me. Next up on the list, I own the 1st, but not the 2nd and 3rd. That is NFL Street 2. Now, I don't know a lot about the Street franchise. I know it's a little over the top, and my buddy May, he likes to play a bunch of sports games, and we like to play Blitz and NBA Jam. So that is kind of why I picked this up. So maybe he could tell me a little bit more about it. Or maybe you guys could tell me a little bit more about it. It looks interesting enough, which is why I picked it up. And the final game we're adding to the list, I think we are getting closer, or we are actually have everything now. And that is Tony Hawk Proving Ground for the 360. So I'm not going to lie, after Underground 2, I really didn't play any of the Tony Hawk games because, to me, the franchise kind of died with 3 and 4. And then picked up a little bit with Underground and Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2X on the Xbox, so it was kind of back and forth for me, so I'm just now getting back into the Tony Hawk series, especially with the release of 3 and 4 Remake coming out. Thanks again, guys, for tuning into another Retro Modern Pickups video. I hope you guys like watching these, because I enjoy making them, even though I might be wasting my time, but it's all good. But as always, guys, you know where to find me on all forms of social media across TikTok, Instagram, Discord. I'm all over the damn place. And you guys know to follow my friends. Can't stress that enough. Tiger Chainsaw, Seancopedia, Cy Retro, Cy Retro's grandma, Uncle Jimmy Jack, Cy Retro. Include them all. And as always, guys, stay retro.